And now Mike Stapleton and the hospital jumper.
People's perception is that if a would-be jumper waits long enough for the police to arrive, that they are just seeking attention. Well, a cemetery is full of people that were just seeking attention. People who waited for the police to get there and then went ahead and did it anyway. Sometimes they wait for people to get there just to show how angry they are, how hostile they are. Suicide, after all, by definition, is a very angry act. It was the end of the day. I completed my tour of duty that night, the 4 to 12 shift. 8 hours patrolling the streets of Manhattan, river to river, and I was tired. I was ready to go home. The fellas that night with me were Jim Hatcher and Don Porter. It had been a quiet shift, really a couple of calls that didn't amount to anything. Just one decision left to make.
Who's for a cold one?
I don't know, I'm beat.
Come on, just one. What do you say, Don?
Okay, but a fast one.
Mike, you up for it?
Jimmy, I just worked the full shift. I'm dead on my feet here.
All units, we have a confirmed jumper on the roof of the Cabrini Hospital, 20th Street, between 2nd and 3rd. All units, we have a confirmed
nobody here to respond.
on the roof of the
We better get
Cabrini
over.
Hospital.
Hey, get your equipment. We'll be faster on foot from here.
2nd and 3rd.
Cabrini Hospital was right across the street from the police academy where we were. The guys on the midnight shift had gone to answer another call. The Morrissey belt has a metal ring so that you can tie yourself to a stationary object. If you happen to go over the side, this would take your weight and anybody else you might be holding on to.
Come on, let's move.
Dr. Buckley to surgery 3, please. Dr. Buckley to surgery 3.
Well, what's the story here?
Guys on the roof is all out. He's gonna jump.
Dr. Anderson, please call ICU. Dr. Anderson.
Up here.
Boy, am I glad to see you guys.
Do you know who this guy is?
A user, I think, checked in looking for some help. A bed, maybe, which we ain't got right now.
Was anyone out there with him?
Yeah, the big boss, the administrator, and the priest.
I don't want to be out here. Go away. And I don't want you around when I go.
Hold it. I gotta tell you, this guy sees cops, uniforms, he's gonna go. He already said that. No cops, he's gonna go.
Mike, your shirt. Get in your shirt, okay? Not scrubs or anything, just like a regular maintenance worker shirt, something like that.
You got it.
The security guard's alertness had allowed us to avoid looking like cops, increasing our chances of getting close to the jumper. I figured I'd tell a guy I work at the hospital. Beyond that, well, in these situations, most often you have to improvise.
I want your help, Anthony. You can't help me. Nobody can.
Give us a chance, son. Come over here where we can talk.
Talk. That's all anybody does. Talk. Nobody cares anymore.
So now I can see it. The two fellas out there, the administrator and the priest. And so far, they're doing a good job. I mean, they have a dialogue going with the guy.
You're a young man. You got your life in front of you.
Child, Padre, I got nothing. No life, nothing. Get back. You come any closer, I'm going down.
Now he was distracted. I was blocked by the other guys, and this was my chance to get a little bit closer. I walked around in the shadows. He had to see me sooner or later, and he did.
Who the hell are you?
I was a new face to contend with, possibly a threat, certainly someone to confuse the situation.
I work here.
What you doing here?
Listen, I'm telling you, I work here. He's my boss. I can't just let him be out here by himself.
Yeah, yes, that's right.
Not everyone can do this kind of work. Many don't want to. Most times the tendency is to look to the blue uniform to be the saving grace. But it takes a lot more than a blue uniform to intervene in life and death situations. It takes training and it takes practice. For a long time, all we practiced was the tactical aspects of the job rather than the people end of it. But what good is learning how to tie a bowline on the top of a bridge if you don't know what to say to the person once you get to the top?
I lost my wife. I lost her. And my kid. I don't see him no more. They don't let me see him. I got. Nothing. That's what I got. Not one damn thing. Has anybody got a cigarette?
What can you say to somebody whose life has deteriorated to the point where they want to end it? And you really don't see any reason why they shouldn't.
You know, man, just because you struck out today, that isn't the end of it. We could try to get you into a treatment program at some other hospital.
I think I tried that.
Yeah, but now you made your point. Now everyone knows you're serious about getting off the stuff.
It's too late, okay?
You got any idea what it's going to be like when you hit the pavement?
I don't care. I won't be looking.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to have to shovel you off the sidewalk. Is that how you want to leave this world? You just think about that for a minute, huh?
Time drags in a situation like this. It's like a mental chess game or tennis. You try to think 2 moves ahead all the time. You have a positive for each of his negatives. And if there are none, then get off of it. He's facing tremendous withdrawal problems, significant medical problems, his financial situation. Who knows if he's ever going to recover? 2 things you don't want to do: use cliches and get caught in a lie and lose your credibility. Don't promise what you can't deliver, and don't minimize the situation.
You got a kid, huh?
I never see him.
Yeah, but you do this. Think of the effect that that's going to have on him.
I'm telling you, he don't know me.
He'll know what happened. He'll have to live with that for the rest of his life.
Why don't you come down? Come on, I'll take you down. We'll go to communion.
As the priest talked, you could see the guy's mood change. I began to realize that the priest, who had been such a calming influence in the beginning, now unconsciously represented approval and absolution for the suicide that was about to take place.
Whatever happens, God will forgive you.
Padre, I want you to bless me.
Of course, I'll bless you.
I saw this as deepening his resolve to do it. He was asking for blessings, which showed intent. That was the cue that he was not going to be talked in. He was going to go.
Whatever happens, be forgiven.
Listen, I'm afraid of heights here, you know? This is not what I do for a living. Would you consider coming in? You know, we can figure this thing out if you would just come on down. Talk to us where we can all be a little more comfortable.
No way! I've been up here 4 hours. There's all these people here. I come in now, I'll be a punk, man.
Now he's hot, and it's like a real macho thing.
You think that's gonna save me? No way I'm gonna hit that.
He could have been absolutely right. The airbag was good for only 4 or 5 stories.
It's all crap. My whole life is full of it.
Some people have to get comfortable with it. Others, they just go. This guy had to get comfortable. And he was doing that, getting real comfortable.
I want to end it. End the crap!
It was going to be 1, 2, 3, and he's gone, so this was it. I felt my weight shift, and I was going with it. For that split second, you think what it might be like crawling all that way, coming to an abrupt halt. What will it be like hitting the ground and hanging on to someone who just a few minutes before was a perfect stranger?
Mike, you okay? Hey, man, you did it. God, I thought you were gone for sure.
Yeah, you and me both, huh?
You ready for that beer now?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
They took the guy to Bellevue. He was put in a detox program and eventually released. I'm not naive enough to think that he quit drugs and turned his whole life around. But at least we bought him some time. Time to look in the mirror and maybe say, hey, this isn't so bad. As to what nearly happened to me, well, I don't think about it much. If I have occasion to pass by the hospital, I'll take a look up and shake my head. People sometimes wonder why police tend to withdraw into their own sort of subculture. This illustrates some of the good reasons why. It's one of the few occupations where you implicitly put your life in the hands of the people that you work with. And besides, who else is going to believe the reasons why you came stumbling in at 5 a.m.?
We'll be right back with tonight's Top Cops and the aftermaths of their stories. Bobby Ordonez had been looking for trouble for several days before the shooting of Officer Bunch. Ordonez had been drinking heavily and was thrown out of several bars for fighting. He even threatened to kill one of the bartenders. Rocky Bridges received the Medal of Honor and retired as the most decorated officer on the San Jose Police Force. Today, he teaches high school in Wasco, California. And though he misses the excitement of police work, he enjoys coming home safely to his wife and 6 children. After being rescued by Emergency Services Officer Mike Stapleton, the jumper at Cabrini Hospital was admitted for treatment and counseling, receiving the help he so desperately needed. Officer Stapleton was cited by the NYPD with an Exceptional Merit Award for the rescue. Retiring in 1987, he continues to work as a consultant to the state of New York and serves as a psychiatric nurse in New York's Metropolitan Hospital. Top Cops returns next week with stories from Hardin, Montana, as husband and wife officers George and Janet Rogers risk their lives in the pursuit of an armed fugitive.
Janet, I've got him off at the other end.
Roger. I'm still in pursuit.
And New York City, as housing officer John O'Rourke enters a burning Harlem tenement to rescue a couple trapped inside.
Wake up! Come on, wake up! There's a fire!
Join us, because after Top Cops, everything else is just fiction.
Catch up on all the weekend news with the WBAL-TV Sunday News Night. All the news you need to start your week right. Every Sunday night, here on WBAL-TV, Channel 11.
Lee Horsley is back, and he's giving justice a new name in the Old West. Get ready for Guns of Paradise, premiering tomorrow on CBS.